Alright, what's going on everybody? It's DAYYY Media coming at you with another video. You know what time it is. It's time to bring on that boxing. So today we're going to be talking about Devin Haney, the undisputed champ at 135 pounds. You know, he has his upcoming bout, the second fight, the rematch against George Kambosos. You know, Devin Haney won a very clear, unanimous decision the first fight in Australia. Went in his backyard and got the job done. You know, he had that issue with his father not having him until I think the night before the actual fight. And then we had the kind of the chaos about George Kambosos not making weight. You know, he eventually did, but you know, everyone judges you at the initial weigh-in where he didn't make weight, and Devin Haney was very, upset about that, and he was very fired up about the fact that he wasn't able to make weight, and basically said, "You're not a champ. You can't make weight." But Devin Haney got the job done. He's just one of those guys that it's hard to deal with stylistically. We saw George Kambosos and Teofimo Lopez. We saw how I think everybody was surprised by how quick and the timing of George Kambosos, how quick he was, and how he fought an intelligent fight. He fought on the back foot pretty well early, and then he moved around the ring well, and just took Teofimo Lopez to a place where he didn't want to be. Teofimo obviously dropped him in the later rounds, but it wasn't enough. I think Kambosos definitely did enough to edge it out. But respect to Teofimo Lopez, he obviously is coming off that win over Compa. But I feel like Teofimo wasn't necessarily at his best. I'm not trying to discredit George Kambosos. I just think that it didn't seem like Teofimo that night. I think he went in there trying to take a guy's head off. That's never how you want to go into a fight, especially against a guy like George Kambosos, where he's a lot more skilled than people had given him credit for prior to the actual fight. No one knew who he was. He was a big underdog, and he proved everybody wrong, including myself. I had Teofimo winning that fight. But obviously, back to Gervonta Davis. Not Gervonta Davis. I'm talking about Gervonta Davis. Potential matchup. You throw any of these lightweights in there, you're gonna get a fireworks fight. But Devin Haney, they're kind of setting him up for a Lomachenko fight. Lomachenko is obviously beaten by Teofimo and lost to beat Nakatani in impressive fashion. Probably one of the best performances I've seen from Lomachenko. I can't say that enough, but I think that if Devin Haney wins this fight again, which I anticipate he will, I'm like 100% sure he will, I see that, they're saying that Bob Arum kind of wants to set up a Lomachenko fight with Devin Haney. I think that's a big fight. I don't know what happens. I think that it's a 50-50 fight. Lomachenko, he's going to give Devin Haney different looks. Devin Haney's never really had to hunt for his food. He's always had guys come towards him. Lomachenko with his angles and footworks, how does Devin, is he as laterally quick as we think, or is he just so used to controlling the action in the ring to the point where, if he fights a guy who's more laterally quicker than he is, how does he deal with it? Does he get confused, or does he, move with the guy, turn with Lomachenko and kind of figure it out the same way Teofimo did? I think Devin Haney could definitely do it, but we'll see. Obviously, there were the talks about Lomachenko not being at 100%. I don't know how true that is, but I think it's still a good fight. It's a high-level IQ chess match, type of boxing match, where I wouldn't expect a knockout, but obviously in this sport anything can happen. I would probably take Devin Haney by a decision. I think it's close. I'm not trying to. I know a lot of you guys have Lomachenko winning that matchup, but I'm not saying I'm going to be 100% right. I just think that Devin Haney is just one of those fighters that stylistically has the ability to beat Lomachenko. I think he'll adjust on the fly, and Lomachenko could definitely hurt Devin. I'm not writing him off or anything. I'm just saying that's just my pick. I just see Devin Haney winning, cruising to a decision. I think Lomachenko starts off slow, but Devin Haney bags the early rounds and doesn't let Lomachenko get back in, similar to what Teofimo Lopez did, but maybe in even better fashion. We'll see what happens. Devin Haney, he's one of the top talents in boxing. He's definitely in my top 10 probably, and I can't wait to see him fight Kambosos again. Obviously, I expect a similar outcome, but when you see two guys of this caliber, it's still a fun fight to watch for me. So I hope you guys tune into that fight. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace. Well, that's going to do it for another DAYYY Media video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for the constant support. Salute to you always.